Wow, this is amazing. We first start off with a quick prayer. Father God, Lord, we just thank you for bringing us here. Lord, I pray that you just bless everyone under the sound of my voice. I pray that you bless this day, Lord, and that you bless all of these athletes this season, that you allow them, none of them to get hurt, and that you just allow all the things that we're putting together just to come into fruition. We love you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Hello, everyone. My name is Antoine Hyman. I am the Chief Executive, I like to say servant of Glory2Glory, and I want to welcome every last one of you to the G2G Media Day for 2026 for football players here in Rochester and the surrounding areas. Oh my goodness gracious, thank you. This is a bit of a dream come true. I know a lot of you, we've been in existence for now like 5 years. And a lot of you watched us, start from the very beginning. We were the first to, as a sports agency slash advertising agency, we were the first to ignite NIL deals both here in New York, New Jersey, and New England for high school athletes, male and female. And we're very excited. And right now, as we stand right now, Glory2Glory is the #1 sports agency in America for high school athletes matriculating into college. So we're very, very, very excited about that. Now listen, the question that you may have is, okay, what are we doing here? Why is this media day? And it's simple, right? It's for two reasons, for a number of reasons, I should actually say. Number one, to raise the profile of our athletes. That's one of the biggest reasons why we're doing this. If you were to take a look at the top 3 states in America for high school football, which is Texas, which is Florida, which is New Jersey, the one thing they all have in common is the very fact that the way they're covered in relation to media coverage, in relation to the way their games are streamed, is at a whole nother level. And so what we feel as though is that we have tremendous talent here in Western New York, here in Rochester. And we want to capture, what we've done is Glory2Glory, along with our community partners, all of these visionaries here, we've come together to change the way in which sports are being covered here in Western New York. The other reason why we're doing this is to raise your profiles as athletes. You guys are the best, the creme de la creme of the athletes. And what we want to do this year is we want to legitimately feature you in ways that hasn't been done before. And we're going to be thinking outside the box. What you've been seeing from the very beginning is us legitimately thinking outside the box. Ourselves, Glory2Glory, along with our partners, have been able to give enriching, empowering experiences to you athletes that will legitimately allow you to just perform at the best of your abilities, reconform your understanding in terms of financial literacy. We've aligned you with local and national and regional organizations that allows you to get a chance to align your name, image, and likeness to their brand. And what we're about to do this year is going to be even crazier, right? Even crazier. One of the things that we're going to be doing this year is obviously starting off with this media day. The other things that we're going to do is we're going to have bowl games. Each of our community partners have partnered with us to throw bowl games for you this year that is going to be off the hinges. It's going to be out like completely crazy. Bowl games where, the athletes that we're working with, while we're streaming them, working with Synergy Sports Productions, or what have you, along with Monroe's SMART program. We're going to do things that you haven't seen before. We're going to have silent reporters. We're going to put a camera in the crowd and interview the actual crowd. We're coming into your schools and we're going to come to your pep rallies and put a camera on your pep rallies in a way that you haven't been seeing before. We're intentional about featuring you athletes and legitimately allowing you guys to compete for the opportunities that are now available. And so I'm very excited. These guys that are with us, I'm going to give every last one of them a chance. We're going to give them every last one of our community partners a chance to come up and speak with you guys, a chance to introduce themselves. And I would like and implore that you guys come up and shake before you leave. Shake the hands of these guys because these are the movers and shakers in our community. Right? These are you can't just come into their spaces and meet them from time to time. And you are future professionals. And so what we would love for you to do before you leave is make sure you shake the hand. A number of these organizations of our community partners are going to still be giving out deals, NIL deals. And so you get a chance to make an impression. The other thing is when you're interviewing, I would have you, everything here, and I'm going to say this whole thing is being streamed, right? So there's a camera on you no matter where you are. Just know that. But when you are, when you up here speaking to the press, this give each and every last one of you an opportunity to show yourself in a new light, right? To connect with your fans. And so what I would like to do is right now, because I told you that we're streaming this situation, right? Before I bring this first guy up, we're going to go to our first commercial. And this is amazing, y'all. The commercials that we're playing is the commercials that are connected to our community partners and our athletes. So when we have our bowl games, you guys are going to legitimately, our commercials are going to be playing during our actual what's the names. We're going to feature you as players in ways along with the media in a way that you haven't seen before. We're extremely excited. All right, so right now what we're going to do is we're going to take a 30-second commercial, and we're going to come and I'm going to introduce our first visionary.
Hampton. He is making his mark on the football field as the highest football recruit in 8 years, holding several D1 offers from some top universities.
You know, it's honestly a blessing. You know, I really pray for like moments like this right here, and like moments that I'm in, like just being able to showcase my talent and play at the next level. So it's really just a blessing. You know, it's not every day you get to just go have an opportunity to pick what college you want to go to all over the world. So it's just being young and having a dream and keeping the vision on what I wanted to do in my life. I knew since I was about 7 years old I wanted to play in the NFL. I wanted to be a D1 player. So just since then I always grinded. I just trusted God, trusted my family. They always believed in me. And now I'm almost there, and I just gotta keep working.
Okay. Listen, today what I would love to do is introduce this guy to the left of me. This is a visionary. Without this guy, without God using him, we would not be here. This man legitimately was the first to come and bring up to me the very fact that, like, yo, we should do bowl games. I didn't even think it was really possible. But not only that, this man is a visionary who has a vision for you sports athletes, for you athletes. He puts his time, his energy, as well as his resources legitimately behind his vision for you athletes. But not only that, he has a vision. I honestly believe that he can actually become our mayor or our governor one day because he actually has a vision not only for you athletes but for our community. And so I would love, Mike, if you could come up right now and just speak to the players and your experience in this situation. Give it up for Mike. Michael Taylor. Michael Taylor.
So first and foremost, thank you all for coming out. I just want to make sure all the athletes know I can still run. I ran about a 4.3 in my heyday. Just need to stretch a little bit, but let me know. Ultimately, I want you guys to understand where this whole vision, this dream came from. I've been watching the news, and you see a lot of the negative stuff as it talks about with Rochester and the communities and things of that sort. But then when I was approached by Antoine, EJ, and Glory2Glory to talk with some of the athletes and just hearing what's on your guys' heart, it really touched me to understand that you all are all about making a change. And the fact is, for me, is how do I make sure that you all have all the tools, have everything necessary to where you guys could get in front of the media, get in front of anybody that's necessary to get where you guys could get to, but then also making sure that everybody under you from middle school to elementary school are able to see you all as the examples. Because ultimately, that's what it's all about, is creating that impact for the younger generations to look at you all to say, hey, you know what? I can strive to be the next Messiah. I can strive to be great, if not even better. But ultimately, besides sports, I can sit there and be a great student. I can be a great mentor. I can be somebody in Rochester. I don't have to be a statistic that you might see. I don't have to be on the news on wanted posters of that sort. I don't know if they still do wanted posters, but I don't have to be anything of that. But I can be somebody in this community. And so for me, when I sit here and I talk about like the amount of time, energy that was spent into coming up with this, it ultimately was to get here to give you all the opportunity to really give the parents and family members that wanted to make sure you guys can have a better life for yourselves. And I want you guys to truly understand, and I think Deion Sanders said it best, you're playing for not only just for your team, but you're playing for the name on the back of your jersey. And so truly understand that what you guys are doing is so greater than football, just like me selling a chicken sandwich. I always joke with people, selling a chicken sandwich is just an avenue that I'm able to touch lives of 115 people that's on my team currently. You guys have an opportunity to utilize that football field to touch the lives of everybody you come in contact with, from just the cheerleaders to the other students, but ultimately to every coaches, your principals, the superintendents. And so the way that I want to make sure that I give it back to you all, I want you guys to make sure that you guys pass it back to the younger generation and to the community themselves. So you guys are able to show appreciation for everything that you're doing. And there's going to be a lot more positive. I'm very excited about a couple of the bowl games we're going to be doing. Monroe, we got some special things coming your way that I'm very excited about that we're going to be talking about later on. But ultimately, it's about making sure that you guys can stay on the right track. You guys are the future. And ultimately, it starts now. So I hope you guys really enjoyed today. It's about showing my appreciation to you all, just like I know the other sponsors are very appreciative of what you're doing. And ultimately, thank you guys for what you're doing. If you haven't been told before, just make sure you understand at Chick-fil-A Henrietta, we love you, we appreciate you, and thank you for what you do, guys.
Student is expensive enough, so I switched to a student checking account that pays me back for stuff I already do. The more I use my debit card, the more I can earn each month. I get my paycheck early. The best part is there are no annoying fees, so my money stays mine. Open a student checking account at Advantage Federal Credit Union and tell them Deshaun sent you. Use promo code Deshaun.
Okay. Our next community partner is Advantage Credit Union. Oh my God, this has been amazing. They've been wonderful. We're actually going to they're going to actually have their own bowl game as well. We're very excited about that or what have you. I think you've been able to see some of our commercials. I think we've done one with Noah. We have some coming up that, and actually, again, you want to come and shake these guys' hands because we're still legitimately identifying who would be a great fit as we continue to go on. But we love having them as partners. So I would love, Diane, would you come and just say just a few words about our experience in working with these athletes?
Thank you, Antoine. Thank you, Antoine. You've heard, knock and the door shall be open to you. Well, that is literally what happened when EJ, where is he, showed up at our door at Advantage Federal Credit Union, and Nihada happened to be there to open it. So that is kind of how this all got started. So we knew it was meant to be when we heard the story of what their Glory2Glory is doing and their foundation, all about the kids, all about the athletes. The sports are great. We're all about the financial literacy. We're all about knowing what to do with the money that you have, a little bit, a lot of it. But that's why we're here. We were started in 1931 by the Rochester teachers. We are embedded in the city school district and many, many schools across Rochester. We offer many services, products, really just to help you make a future for yourself financially sound. We kind of joke around and say that school kind of gets you ready for a Trivial Pursuit game or different things like that, but not every school will teach you financial literacy, how to a debit versus a credit. Those things are important in real life situations. So that's kind of where we come in, and we're so excited to be a part of this grassroots. I didn't realize it was 5 years. Grassroots for us. This is our first year. So we thank you for letting us be a part of this, and we're very excited to see all the great things that everyone can do. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right.
Hootie, congratulations on that state championship. What was the one key thing you and your team had throughout that entire season?
The one key thing that we had was staying composed and never getting ahead of ourselves. As a quarterback, what can you teach me about being a leader?
So, like you, I have a team, and it starts from the top. Everybody has the same common goal. Everybody needs to stay focused. And I think most importantly, you got to trust each other.
My name is Hootie Cunningham, and if you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, pass by and come in Cortez Auto.
Better experience, always a great price. Nobody beats Cortez.
One of our community partners, and we're going to talk about your vision. But listen, our next group here is Cortez. I know you've been seeing some of these guys, some of their commercials. They're extremely funny, what have you. But these two execs have been with us now for 2 years. We've been putting together some amazing commercials. You've been able to see it or what have you. And again, they're going to have their own bowl game. All of our community partners are just committed to changing and give you guys some opportunities. We're still looking for a couple more athletes that we're going to connect this year. So again, I would love for you guys to come before you leave and shake their hands if you want to get in a commercial. All right.
Good afternoon. How we doing? Before I say anything, I do want to give a round of applause for Antoine and EJ. You guys have been doing something unique and very envious of you. You're doing great. My name's John Cortez. This is my sister, Samantha Cortez. Cortez Auto Group has been in business since 1975. Sam and I are third generation. And when Antoine approached us, it was a very unique territory. This was new. NIL was very new. It is still new. And you guys are in such a unique position. And to have them as a backstop where you can ask for advice and led down the proper path that you can get the most out of your career, it's really, you guys are blessed. My sister and I just want to say, whether you are a part of Glory2Glory or if your teammates need help, buying a car or anything auto related is something that you don't learn in school. And our DMs are open, our door is open. And if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, we will provide you advice. It is open door policy at Cortez. I'm going to hand the mic to my sister. And here you go.
I just want to say thank you to Antoine and EJ. Like Johnny said, this is not something overly familiar to us. When they approached us, he actually approached me first, and I was like, I was not an athlete. Why are you coming to talk to me about all these athletes? But I think it's been super cool just to have some sort of community involvement that is so different than what we're used to doing. So I'm happy that they've been able to connect us with all the kids and their families. It's been super fun to get to meet them. And like John said, we're here, we're family owned, happy to help you kids and your families navigate anything auto related so that we can build a partnership with you for the future. So thank you.
You did.
If you're in the market for a new car, come kick it with Cortez.
A better experience, always a great price.
Oh my goodness. Last but not least, we're ready to go? Last but not least, well, we just recently established this partnership with these guys, and it's been absolutely remarkable. We're excited about this in relation to, again, strengthening your financial literacy. All right, these guys, Primerica, they're getting connected to us to our experiential learning lab, right, our ELL. And so what we're going to do is we're going to choose 5 athletes. And I think one of them we're going to bring up today, what have you. But we're going to choose 5 athletes from all over America, male and female, and give them an opportunity to strengthen their financial literacy and empower them with, knowledge to do what they need to do with their actual money. So these guys, I'm very excited. You definitely want to shake these guys' as well, because we're still looking for some more athletes to connect to this new deal that we've established with them. So if I could just give the mic to Mama Money, all right, this beautiful personality, what have you, and allow her to like just share with you.
Thanks, Antoine. Hey, EJ. Hello, Russia Henrietta, and hello, schools everywhere and YouTube land. So I'm Anne-Marie DePoyen. I am the owner and operator of DePoyen Team Financial Advisors. We are certified woman-owned. Yes, we are. We've been around for 26 years. And I got to tell you, you know, you got to run your play, right? But sometimes you just need that shot. And our shot in Rochester, New York, that's where our headquarters is. We're right on Titus Avenue in Irondequoit, licensed in all 50 states, right? So we operate everywhere. But our into Rochester started with the Baptist Ministers Alliance. We are so grateful for that. It started with the vision. Adam Urbanski was one of my teachers. So the Rochester Teachers Union gave us a foothold here. And finally, Excelis, Blue Cross Blue Shield. We did lunch and learns, you know, across upstate New York. So, you know, we hit corporate, we hit spiritual, you know, our faith base and teaching. All of that is part of us, you know, and we teach. This is our playbook. Ready? We help families earn more income. We help them become properly protected, debt-free, and financially independent. So I promise you that you will understand money. And when you're with us for that hour, if you don't understand something, you better say something, because our biggest compliment is, I understood everything you said, right? And when we all play in our lanes, right? Because we have a bank here, and you're like, well, bank, and you're financial, how is that different? Very different, right? So everybody has to run their route and run their play. What happens when somebody goes out of their play and out of their route? Bad things happen, right? So here, the bankers do what the bankers do, right? The accountants do what the accountants do. Insurance, investing, right? We do what we do, and the lawyers do what they do. You need all of them to be part of your team. And when we stay in our lane and work for you, that's when the magic happens, okay? We got to stay in our lane for you, do what we do best, and that's what we plan to do. And I want to introduce Greg Bird. He's the special sauce in our team here. Greg is our partner, dedicated over 20 years to this, and you probably recognize Greg. He's pastor. He's been with Anthony Jordan how many years? 17 years he was with Anthony Jordan. So I want him to say hello and tell you about the legacy. We have 2 children of our own, and they're also licensed. So we're the old folks, and the new guard is coming up. I'm so impressed with 3 generations, man. But here's Greg Bird.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. How we doing? Hey, truly, just being thankful to be a part of the program. It's new for us. I've been active in sports for over 20 years. I did Christian youth basketball, so I do understand the importance of just education, and not only for our teens, but also just for individuals in general. And so, again, it's part of the process. To the athletes, God bless you. Congratulations. May you have an awesome career. Thank you.
No, absolutely. And what I'm loving is that we're on time for this stream situation. Listen, again, before I, introduce, I just want to, again, take this time to say a special thank you again to you, Jason Muhammad. And you really should be up here, to be perfectly honest. I'm happy that you're listening, because you are also a part of, you're a visionary. It's no wonder why you were able to win a state championship, based on, your vision. And I'm excited because you jumped in with us with this whole vision in terms of putting together these bowl games. So we're thoroughly excited. I wanted to take some time to give you, in essence, some love. This next person I'm bringing up real fast is, obviously this doesn't happen without him. It's been amazing watching him grow as a person. He is legitimately growing every single day. He's going to be, I would say, I trust his voice in relation to, identifying who's the best player specifically in football. I mean, we run a sports agency where we legitimately cover everything, right? We have Olympic wrestlers to football to everything. But in relation to football, this young man right here is his voice. And so this year, when we launched this new channel, right, he's going to actually have his own little segment on it. And I'm very, very, very excited. So Ernest, could you come up, explain to us what's going on next, and break things down? Ernest Daniels, y'all.
Good afternoon, everyone. So right now I'm going to kind of break down how this day is, why we're all here. First and foremost, I appreciate all of the players and coaches that came out today. As a person who's played in and now be able to be a part of this event is truly humbling. So to get into the event, what we're going to do is we're going to have a big table over here. This is where all of the media and all of the players are going to be. Not every team is going to hit the big table, but these are the teams that are going to hit the big table. So please listen up. This is the order that it's going to go. Monroe, you are going to be first on the big table. Secondly, Rush is going to be second on the big table. Third is going to be UPrep. You're going to be third on the big table. Fourth is going to be Pittsburgh, going to be on the big table. And last but certainly not least, Webster Schroeder, you are going to be on the big table. As far East, did I miss East? I'm sorry. Sorry, East. East, you're going to be second. Forgive me. East is second. I'm sorry. So everybody moves down the slide. I'll make sure that everybody knows when they're going up. You all are going to be across there, and that's where the media is going to be answering questions. After you get done with the big table and answering your questions around this corner, you're going to go straight around this corner. There's pictures. We would like a picture as a team and then a picture individually. After you get your pictures, you're going to walk all the way down. You're going to walk all the way down to that side where the door is, right? You're going to see Keeping It Real podcast first. So you're going to go first on Keeping It Real podcast. Then some of the players are also going to do an interview with me. Every single player and every single coach is going to get an interview with me today, right? And so I think for the most part, that's how things go. Oh, and lastly, we want everybody here to please connect with all of our sponsors. When you're done with interviews with me and done with interviews with Keeping It Real podcast, everybody's going to shake all of our sponsors' hands. One of the biggest things that I wanted out of this media day, as we are all, at this point aware of NIL and aware of rev share and aware of transfer portal, as everybody understands, football is not going to last forever. So what I wanted to do and what I wanted to stress to my team and our sponsors is that I want to give these young men and women opportunities to shake these people's hand, because you never know what's going to happen in the future. So when you're done with your interviews with me and Keeping It Real podcast, make sure you introduce yourselves to our sponsors. Let them know who you are, connect, talk to them, get some information, and do all of those things. So without further ado, let us now move to the big table and start, our interviews. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
You're in the market for a new car? Come kick it with Cortez.
A better experience, always a great price.
I opened a student checking account at Advantage Federal Credit Union, and I suddenly have my life together. I get my own debit card, get cash back for purchases I make, and I can see where my money goes. Plus, they literally pay me to do good in school. Like, hello, good grades equals cash back. Say less. They said be smart, so I got paid for it. Use promo code NOAH at account opening to receive $20.
What's up, y'all? Today I'm with my man Michael Taylor, operator of Chick-fil-A Henrietta.
What's up, man? Being able to have this platform and being able to employ people on a regular basis, that's something I take with pride. It's a lot of responsibility. Being able to help groom and help talk with and mentor the next generation of leadership. I always say I'm not necessarily trying to create other Chick-fil-A operators. Now, if people want to become operators, that's cool. But I always say that my journey is very much, it's got a lot of trials and tribulations. So if I can help teach people that, then I can really help them grow.
Being a student is expensive enough, so I switched to a student checking account that pays me back for stuff I already do. The more I use my debit card, the more I can earn each month. I get my paycheck early. The best part is there are no annoying fees, so my money stays mine. Open a student checking account at Advantage Federal Credit Union and tell them Deshaun sent you. Use promo code Deshaun.
Booty, congratulations on that state championship. What was the one key thing you and your team had throughout that entire season?
The one key thing that we had was staying composed and never getting ahead of ourselves. As a quarterback, what can you teach me about being a leader?
So, like you, I have a team, and it starts from the top. Everybody has the same common goal. Everybody needs to stay focused. And I think most importantly, you got to trust each other.
My name is Pooty Cunningham, and if you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, pass by and come in Cortez Auto.
Better experience, always a great price. Nobody beats Cortez.
Messiah Hampton. He is making his mark on the football field as the highest football recruit in 8 years, holding several D1 offers from some top universities.
You know, it's honestly a blessing. You know, I really pray for like moments like this right here, and like moments that I'm in, like just being able to showcase my talent and play at the next level. So it's really just a blessing. You know, it's not every day you get to just go have an opportunity to pick what college you want to go to all over the world. So it's just being young and having a dream and keeping the vision on what I wanted to do in my life. I knew since I was about 7 years old I wanted to play in the NFL. I wanted to be a D1 player. So just since then I always grinded. I just trusted God, trusted my family. They always believed in me. And now I'm almost there, and I just got to keep working.
All right, everyone. So right now we're about to have our 2026 Media Day. We're starting off with the state champion, 2025 state champions, Monroe High. All right. So listen, what's wonderful is Coach. We have Coach Terrell Cunningham. He couldn't be here because he is actually out being a blessing to some at-risk youth out in New York City. But he was able to come, and he can hear your actual questions, and he'll be able to answer. We have a sound bar you'll be able to hear. I also want to introduce, again, I've been talking about this guy, this visionary, Jason Muhammad, who is the principal and the head of the Snake. We have Brian Walker, Pooty, all right, Terrell Cunningham, Elijah Jones, Terrence Barner, and James Brunfield II, or what have you. So, media, if you have some questions, we'll pass the mic, and we can get it going. Actually, what I would like to do is this. Coach, can you hear us, Coach Cunningham? If you could start off just talking about this season, what you expect in relation to this season, you know, some of your guys to get started, and then we'll legitimately allow the press. So when everybody come up, I'm going to let the coach speak first. Coach, could you speak about the season and what you expect for this season? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Coach?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay. Yeah, go ahead and speak, because it's going to come in the stream no matter what. Go ahead. So, in relation to this season, you know, some of your guys to get started, and then we'll legitimately allow the press. So when everybody come up, I'm going to let the coach speak first. Coach, could you speak about the season and what you expect for the season?
All right. Okay. For me, this upcoming season, I'm expecting to send this group of 27s out on top. These guys have been together for many years. This group has been committed, majority of them since 8th grade. Obviously, we added a few guys, but this group, for the most part, has been committed since 8th grade. They came over, and essentially, all they've known is essentially winning football. in there since 8th grade. Majority of them, for the most part, they only got 3 losses in their high school careers. They've been very very diligent. They've been very steadfast, and I'm just thankful to be able to have this group returning from a state championship team, because it's definitely easy, going to sleep at night knowing I got the caliber of guys I got returning, looking to take the mantle for this year's team.
It's a bit of a delay. I'm sorry. It's a little bit of a delay. But if you ask the questions, he can hear it. It's going to be on our stream, so it'll be in live, what have you. Do anybody have any questions? And when you do, can you articulate who you're from and what's going on? Okay, go ahead.
Is this all working? Hey, Terrell, it's Paul from Pick and Splinters. I know you want to keep everything the same as what you've done in the off season in the past, but you're a state champion. How did that adjust? How did you have to adjust to that? What were some differences over the course of the last few months of getting prepared for the opener this year?
Were you able to hear him? It's a little bit of a delay. So it's going to come in. It's a mean delay.
Hey, what's going on, Paul? I heard you. Yeah, it is a little delay for me. I think that for the most part, this off season, we've approached it the same as every off season. We go into it with a very high attention and focus on skill development. What we do is we try not to reinvent stuff. There's things that we do well that we've always done well, and we just try to fine tune those things. There's not really much new that we're doing. We're obviously implementing a few new guys. We graduated a generational batch of seniors this past season, my 2026 group. But we have some young guys that are definitely have come in and joined right in with these upperclassmen with regard to putting in work. This has been a very, very, very productive all season with the amount of numbers we've had. Honestly, we've had days where we've essentially had optional, essentially like practices, but we're still getting full numbers out there. So I'm excited. I think that those guys at that table know what my expectations are. Those will never change, whether it's walking across the street, getting ready for a scrimmage, or preparing for a game. I expect us to do everything one way, and we're not going to try to take any shortcuts.
Questions for the players, for coach, for whoever? DKX?
Tariq Spence, WDKX. First of all, congratulations again on your season and looking forward. One of the things I've noticed about this team, and I think it goes and speaks to the leadership of Monroe, is the fact that the class that is on the field is also off the field. Can I just get through the line of what maybe leadership has said to you young men, and then what you've heard repeatedly about how you act not only on the field but off the field as well, and keeping that integrity important throughout your entire lives on and off the football field? Coach?
He's receiving it. It's a little bit of delay.
What's going on, Tariq? Yeah. No, I think one thing I'll say that I'm very blessed and fortunate with regard to my guys is we do a lot of stuff in the community. There's some stuff that ends up on the news, some stuff that doesn't. But when I get a call, or somebody lets me know there's things going on in the community, or myself, my coaching staff, we have community events and stuff like that going on. My guys are always ready to go. They're always ready to go. They're always ready to volunteer. They're always ready to assist. I think that's a testament to the parents and the homes they come from. The parents are always ready to, jump in and take the lead on things whenever we got stuff going on. So I'm just thankful and fortunate that I got a great group of humble young men who understand that there is some things that are bigger than football. And at the end of the day, we're going to be leaders, but we also got to be servants as well.
Hello, are there any questions for our athletes? And if I come, I'll pass you the mic. Does anyone have any questions for our athletes? Paul? All right, there you go.
Elijah, you're a reigning state champion. What's it been like these last couple of months? What's it been like for you getting prepared for this season?
To be honest, it hasn't been anything different than the last 4 years I've been at Monroe. It's been the same thing every year, and that's why we're consistently winning. That's what I would say.
Has about 2 more minutes. About 2 more minutes. Do we have any other extra questions for our state champions? There you go. Just get past them the mic right there. Identify who you're from.
Hey guys, Justin Ritzel from the Democrat and Chronicle. Obviously, a lot of key pieces to last year's team graduated. How do you think the team's going to look different this year?
How do you think the team's going to look different?
To be honest, we did lose a lot of key guys last year. Like I said, we did lose a lot of key guys from last year's squad. But this year,
Change mics. Go ahead. You have another mic? All right, switch up. This mic is temperamental. Yeah, it's temperamental. Speak it to it.
hello. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. To be honest, yeah, we did lose a lot of guys, but we put in the same amount of work, if not more. It shouldn't be anything different.
All right. We got time for questions. 1 or 2 more. This thing keep going off. So 1 or 2 more questions. Anybody else have any questions? We had DNC last. Any other last questions before we switch it up? All right. Thank you, gentlemen. All right. So we can go clap it up for Monroe. We're going to move on to East. I would have you guys come here, right here, and take pictures, and we're good. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. You're good, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate you doing this for me, big fella. You be blessed. I'll talk to you later on. All right. Come on up in East. So, Coach, you're going to start off speaking. Hello. All right, everyone. Here we go. We have the East Eagles, 2026 East Eagles. We're going to start off with Coach James Vaughn. All right, we have Desmond Jackson Anthony Lucas, Darius Rock Weathers, Jamie Anderson, and Legacy Taylor. Oh, my guy, my guy Legacy. I was hoping that I was getting a chance to holler at my guy Legacy. All right, so Coach, here you go. Can you speak about this year's team and tell us about what to expect?
All right, morning, afternoon. First of all, it's Coach Van. And about this team, every year is different. So, I mean, I know a lot of people got big expectations for this team. We're just here to work, just like any other year, nothing different from what we've done in the past. Stay consistently, and just keep working hard. And as a coaching staff, we expect a lot out of this team. I know these seniors expect a lot out of each other, and some of these young boys expect a lot from each other. But the biggest thing for us is we just work.
All right. All right. From our media team, what have you, I'll be the one passing back and forth. Do you have, who's going to ask the first question for the young players or our actual coach? There you go, Coach. Guy, thank you.
Good to see you, Coach Van. I ain't seen you in a minute. I'm proud of what you've done so far, man. Definitely working hard with the success of East throughout the years of football. I already know that you already know who the first opponent of the game is. Can you talk a little bit about who that first opponent is, and then what you say to your guys week to week? Because you have an entire schedule, but obviously, you play the game one day at a time, 1 week at a time. So then can I have each one of the players say to you, what's the one thing coach has been saying about week one of the start of the season for East High School?
Here we go.
My name is Jamie Anderson. I'm a senior, and as we go into each and every week, week one we have Wilson. We know we're a better team, but we're not going to play down to the competition, and we're just going to dominate like every other week.
My name is Darius Weathers. I would say just to keep your head down and work, and the results are going to show.
I say going a week from week, we master one thing at a time each week and get the better of our opponent.
My name is Desmond Jackson, going into my junior year, and going into week to week, every week, our main thing is attention, detail, and staying focused.
And to answer that question, week one opponent is East High School.
Okay. I love the energy. All right, is there any other questions? Do you see any other questions? All right.
Hey guys, just curious. Obviously, came on hot at the end of last season. How do you go about just carrying that momentum into 2026?
Carrying the momentum into 2026.
I think it all starts in the weight room and attention to detail. We've been very focused on how we're getting better during the off season and just getting better all in all.
I would say just to focus on the little things and just to keep your head down and work.
Yeah, I say we're focusing on the off season on getting better at the team and coming together to work.
I say definitely staying in the weight room, staying on the field, just staying focused in every aspect of the game.
Trying to keep that momentum is just getting back to where we started at, and that's like no one's bigger than the team. The team is a family. We're one. Everybody throughout the coaching staff and players, we all have a voice. That's what we do.
All right. Are there any other questions? Okay, East, thank you very much. If you go over here, you get your pictures collectively as well as individually. Thank you for coming, gentlemen. Listen, make sure y'all take a look at your videos, man. Y'all videos, each and every last one of you have your own video. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you can take your what's the names. Take a look at your videos. Where you spend, yeah. It's going to be over there, too. Your video's over there. So you can take a picture with your video or what have you and the whole little deal. Yes. All right. What school is this? Rush Henrietta. Rush Henrietta. Yeah. We represent a couple of these players for Rush Henrietta. Just got Imani. Can't wait. Imani's going to do some work with Advantage this upcoming week. So I'm very, very excited. So starting off right here, let's start off with, we have Coach Chance Harris. We have Terrell Moore Jr., Big Imani Wagstaff, Noah Collins Howard. All right, Coach, can you start off talking about, this season and what you expect, buddy?
Hello, I'm Coach Harris, and big thing for us this year is just keeping the main thing. That's just working hard. Understand that this game is bigger than ourselves. It's about the team. It's just doing the little things right, and just go by week basis. Just focus on week 1, week 2, week 3, and then the results will come. But also just the weight room that starts first, and just being diligent, understanding you got to play your role and do what you got to do to be a good human, a good person, and the work would follow. So that's the big thing we are working on this year.
Absolutely. All right. Do we have any questions? All right, we got a mic. She's going to pass it to the questions. Do we have any questions? All right, DNC, he has a question, and we would like for all of you to answer it, so everybody get a chance to speak. Go ahead.
Hey guys, just curious, what's something that you really wanted to work on this past summer to get better to prepare you for this season?
I'll say one thing that we was working on was being in the weight room, team bonding, and studying film, so we can get ready week by week.
I say one big thing is studying film, understanding what our assignment is and our alignment, staying conditioned, doing stadium stairs, and just really working hard in the gym. I say is a big part of us working hard this off season, going into the season. We also learning about staying disciplined and finishing. This year we definitely got to finish. So yeah.
One thing we worked on this all season is team bonding, making sure we got a good connection with each other, and putting it working in the off season so we can win this championship this year.
The big thing we're focusing on this year is just being disciplined, and again, going week by week and just understanding, right? Rome wasn't built in a day, and we just got to finish. That's our big motto this year is just finish. Fell short a little bit last year. We had high expectations, but we still have those same expectations, and we got a young group, but we also got 2 fierce seniors that are leaders, and we got a good senior class. So we're just hopefully taking that next step forward and finish.
Absolutely. Any other questions?
Coach, this is obviously the start of the season for you guys, and it looks like you have leaders looking me right now in the eye, ready to answer questions, ready to play. What is it that you're looking for them to not only give to the players currently on this team, but for next year as well? Obviously, you look at the game in front of you, but I can already just see right now you have guys that are not only listening to you, but looking to lead as well. How do you get them to not only see your vision, but to lead other people in their vision?
That just starts with the work we're doing right now. So when we practice, we have the modified with us, the JV with us, and then varsity. So how they do things is how the whole entire program is going to be. And the example they're leading right now is awesome. We can't say anything less. We don't really have to tell them much because they just come out, they do the work, and the young boys, they follow. So as long as they just keep doing the work and just being a positive role models and having those positive expectations with those kids, sky's the limit. But again, the big thing for this year is just finish everything we do, whether we're in the locker room and there's a little piece of paper on the ground, pick that up. Make sure everything is clean. So just do everything the right way, positively, and just being disciplined, and sky's the limit.
Absolutely. Are there any other questions? All right, Rush. Thank you, buddy. Listen, again, around here, you're going to take your pictures as a collective team, and then we're going to take them as individuals. All right? Hey, Monty, we'll chat before we get out of here. All right, what's the next group? All right. So if we can have you prep come on up. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Praise God. This thing is flowing. This thing is moving. I don't know, Coach. See the wave spinning? See the wave spinning. All right, guys. We have U Prep here, 2026 U Prep. We're starting off. We have Coach Isaiah Young. We have Thomas Levins III. We have Gavin White. And we have Sean Buchanan. Big fella. All right. All right. So, Coach, if you could start us off talking about this year, what you expect, and on things like that.
This year we got a lot of returning starters, so I think for us it's compete and obviously want to win a lot of games, but the biggest point for us is competition, practice, field, and in the classroom as well. So if we're competing, we're going to be successful, whether it be classroom, field, or practice.
Absolutely. All right. Good question. All right, here we go. Announce who you're from. All right.
Hi, Coach. My name is Elias Vega Diaz from Pick and Splinters. Last year, you guys finished 5-1 in conference, 5-4 overall. First in class and Section 5, Class AA. What's it going to take to go ahead and be the top of your class this year as well?
I think it comes down to playing as a team. Last year we challenged ourselves. Week 1 we played St. Anthony's. This year we're doing something similar, just later in the year. So the hope is kind of we come together as a team. We play well together, and not so much as individuals. And by the time you want to play your best football at the end of the year, we're doing that. Outside of that, like I said, competing is the number one thing to me. If you compete in life, you're going to be successful.
He got you. He got you.
Hey, Coach, knowing you prep since the start, the discipline that in that school is really important. Education, the leadership, it's just top-notch, a great school overall. What are some of the principles in sort of putting this football team together that you are not only taking to the game, after the game, but implementing throughout the entire football program? And to the young men that are here, what have you sort of learned thus far through the sport of football that applies to you in your lives?
For me, the football aspect, we have four words we're going by this year, which is fast, physical, disciplined, and relentless. Discipline and relentless, to me, I put those last because they're the emphasis, right? When you think about, you name things, you think about the last thing you said, right? So discipline and being relentless to me is crucial, right? Discipline in your life and relentless in what you do and your passions and everything you're hoping to do. So for us, discipline and being relentless in everything we do on the field and off the field is very important.
All right, I'm Sean Buchanan, and one thing I would say I learned from football is accountability and discipline, because there's going to be days where you don't want to show up, but you have to for yourself and for your team.
You can repeat the question for me, please? You can repeat the question for me?
What have you sort of learned through football that you've also learned through U Prep that applies to, success in your life beyond football?
Just being accountable. So you got to be accountable at school. You got to be accountable field. You got to be accountable plays you make. And yeah.
Can you repeat the question for me too? They basically said everything, but I learned that I don't know. They said everything.
All right. Are there any other questions? All right, we have another question here. She got you. There you go. All right, here's a question.
Just another one for Coach. You're talking a lot about discipline. How do you want to see that exercised on the field by your players?
First and foremost, I think football obviously is a violent game. So football, you teeter a line between, too much violence and not, not enough, or, in between. So I think showing restraint and showing appropriate violence at times when we're playing the game. And then also, the cliche things like penalties, turnovers, that sort of thing. Limiting those, it makes you a successful team.
All right, are there any other questions? All right, well, thank you, UPrep. Again, we're here, around here. You take a team picture as well as individual pictures or what have you, and tag us. All right, who do we have next? Huh? All right, Webster Schrader. Ah. What's going on, big fella? You good? Look at you, look at you, look at you getting older, looking good. Webster Schrader. My wife works for your what's the name? All right, Coach. We have Coach Mike Stump, Bryson Terry, and Kalen Watkins. All right, so Coach, could you talk about this year a little bit? Talk about what you expect from this year and break us a little bit of down.
Just like every year, we're going to try to focus on getting better each and every single day. We just had our team camp this week, and our project of getting better each day starts or continues on Monday with our first day of practice, and that will continue throughout the year. We have a tough schedule. We play a lot of really good football teams, and fortunately for us, we have some really good senior leaders next to me, like Bryson Terry and Colin Watkins. So we're looking forward to seeing what we do come together as a team, and it's definitely never how you start. It's always how you finish. So that's the goal, to be our best at the end of the season.
Coach, thank you, Coach. All right, we have any questions? Here we go. She got you. She got you. What's the name? Can you announce who you're from?
Tom Alexander from Pick and Splinters. Hey, Coach. What's your favorite part about this team so far this year?
How you doing, bud? I think my favorite thing so far about this group is just the kids themselves. Like, they're just really good kids. They enjoy being around one another. They really enjoy each other. They enjoy being a part of this team and this program. So that is definitely so far the biggest joy is just seeing how much they love being around one another and being Schrader Warriors for sure.
Right there.
Hey, Coach, you said you guys had sort of like a meeting before the start of the upcoming season. What is it sort of that you're trying to get through other than team camaraderie and good communication amongst, all of your teammates, that they come away with that meeting understanding going into the upcoming season? So what is the sort of, obviously it's camaraderie, but what is it you want to make sure that is the calling cry for your football team all season long?
Well, it's been talked about a lot today. Discipline is super important for a good football team. You have to be disciplined in everything you do. And that's not just on the football field during games or in practice. It's in the classroom. It's taking care of business in the classroom, being good students, being good community members in our school. And then each and every day, they just, the kids got to come out and get 1% better. And us as coaches got to get 1% better. And, by the end of the year, hopefully our goals will be met, and that's only time will tell. So I'm excited for this journey. Looking forward to seeing what our guys are able to do. So it's all unknown at this point, but in the next couple months, we're going to find out a whole lot about ourselves and people around Section 5.
All right, every question for our players. All right, she got it.
What are you guys most excited about for this season?
Big fella.
I think I'm just most excited to be with my team. It's my last year. It's my senior year, and I just want to spend the most time. We're always going out to eat, hanging around each other, and I just want to meet our goals as a team. This is never individual, and I just want to embrace the team aspect of everything.
Yeah, I'm just super excited to see how this team does. I consider him my brother. I consider all my teammates my brothers. I'm just super excited to see how we play on both sides of the ball. We're a super tight knit team. We're best friends. We all go to each other's houses. We go out to eat. We do all this fun stuff, and I just think that when you're as close as we are with each other, you're gonna have good success. So I think that if we just really put that together with not only our skills on the field, but as our group, like friends as a group, I think we're gonna go pretty far. So that's what excites me the most.
Any other questions?
Coach, not to bring up a bad memory, your season ends last year in the sectional championship. I know you don't want consolation prizes, but that team that beat you, Brighton, goes on to the state championship game. How does that help your message to your team this year, and how did that kind of fuel your efforts over the last few months?
Well, to be honest with you, Paul, how you end the season, we don't really focus on how last year ended. We're really focused on how we're going to become the best version of ourselves this year. And that's kind of what we do every single year. Like, we play in a really tough classification in Rochester. Section 5 Class A is as competitive as any around the state. Obviously last year we didn't win the sectional championship. We lost to Brighton, who was a very talented football team, and they went on and had, they went to the state final. They didn't finish, but they really make it to the state final. But we don't really focus on last year. We're more worried about this year, and we're not even really worried about week 1 yet. We're just worried about us. Like, we got to figure out how to the next 2 weeks to get ready for ourselves, and then once we get to that game prep week for week 1, we'll start worrying about our week 1 opponent. But right now, it's just, how are we going to get better? That's the goal. That's always the goal. And these guys, these two next to me, and their classmates and the leaders in our program, they do a really good job of coming out every day, having energy, having some enthusiasm, and going on the field and attacking and trying to get better each and every single day. So it's not a bad memory, but side note, I'm really happy to see you got Thomas Alexander over there working for you. He knows what it's all about to be a Schrader Warrior. So we're happy that you got your team now too.
I love it. No other questions? We're good? All right, guys. If you could, thank you very much. If you come around here, get your pictures together. Remember to take your pictures, because this is going to be used, a lot. All right. See you, buddy.
Hey, what?
Thank you. Come on in here. Coach. Here you go, buddy. I appreciate you. All right. Here we go. Last but not least, we have Pittsford. We have Coach Steve Marriott. We have Jesse Jablonski and Deshaun Preston. All right. Coach, could you start off? Remember, this is on stream. This is going to be shown. We're going to clip this up. Can you start off and talk about this year, your expectations, and what you think, buddy?
Yeah, we're excited for the season. We got a great group of kids, work hard. They're in the weight room year-round. We do a good amount of off-season stuff, and these guys just love to compete and play. Deshaun and Jesse, especially, they're two guys who, whether they're jumping in on scout team to go against other guys, they constantly love to compete, whether it's against each other, everybody else, and they do a good job setting an example for the rest of our team.
We have a question? Here we go. I want, if you could, all of you answer this question.
I really want to start first this time. I'm always like talking to the coaches, and I do have a question for you, Coach, but I wanted to start with your leaders. Guys, could you explain to me what it is that your responsibility is to teach, not only learn yourself while on the job, while playing the game, but to also make sure that camaraderie on that team is 100%, that everybody's focused? Is that sort of just a game day thing, or is that just throughout the entire day they see you on and off the school campus? What is that leadership role that you take on? I'll ask.
Making sure that all the guys are ready to go. Me and Jesse have to kind of be the lead of the team. If we're not playing 100%, then the rest of our team's not going to play 100%. So making sure our heads on a swivel and we're doing our 111th and doing our job right, it's going to get everyone going, and then they'll do their job correctly. So.
No, it's definitely an everyday thing. Just trying to set a good example, like you said, on and off the field, trying to get the guys hyped up, or just whether it's like helping like with a route, helping like with a release, or if it's not even positionally, like maybe we'll go and talk to the O lineman about, hey, like you need to talk to the rest of your O lineman team and kind of be that leader that they need.
And then, Coach, I guess my question to you, as far as sort of the leadership goes, obviously you're teaching your young men, you're teaching your players all the time. How much do you talk to your leaders on what they're being held accountable for, and the fact that you as a coach have an accountability thing, but also they do as well, to make sure that everybody's on the same page?
Yeah, there's definitely a hierarchy, and these guys are two humble dudes. I think some of the stuff that gets passed down to me that goes to them, is not just team oriented too. I know both of them stay after school, making sure that they get their stuff done. In the classroom, set an example to other people, knowing that academics are important. They're also two guys who are involved in our youth program and helping out with youth camps and stuff like that. So it's really not just at the varsity level and what these guys do at practice. It's from the program down, community, kind of everything else.
All right, thank you. I think we're good. All right, so listen, guys, if you go over here, you have pictures collectively as well as individually. I would love to, I just want to thank you guys for coming. All right, so thank you. All right. Yes, please. All right, listen, before we get out of here, this thing is streamed. I want to bring up the team for Pri-America. If we can bring Pri-America up, we want to get this on string because this is extremely important. We have an ELL program that is structured to give our kids, education and financial literacy. And we're giving an NIL deal to James Brunfield II. Come on up here, James, or what have you. And we would love to, on camera, give him his shirt. He's going to get some financial literacy that's going to empower him to be able to manage his own money. And so we're very excited about that. All right. Absolutely. This is going to be clipped up, James. All right, we're going to have this. We're going to show this a lot, or what have you. We're very, very excited. You're going to be working with some kids from all over America and learning to get to the next level. All right, thank you. Yes. All right, guys, I would like to close out. I would like to wrap up. This has been an amazing day. All right, and first media day for 2026. There's been over 100 people in here. It's been absolutely remarkable. I want to thank all of our sponsors, from Cortez to Advantage to Pri-America, and definitely Chick-fil-A and what have you. I would like to thank all the media members that came out to give support and ask some questions, from Keeping It Real podcast all the way to Channel 10-8, and we have WDKX. So I'm just very, very pleased. Picking Splinters, very pleased. And I just want to thank Synergy. All right, we're going to do a lot of amazing things together. You guys, thank you, and God bless.
If you're in the market for a new car, come kick it with Cortez.
A better experience, always a great price.
I opened a student checking account at Advantage Federal Credit Union, and I suddenly have my life together. I get my own debit card, get cash back for purchases I make, and I can see where my money goes. Plus, they literally pay me to do good in school. Like, hello, good grades equals cash back. Say less. They said be smart, so I got paid for it. Use promo code NOAH at account opening to receive $20.
What's up, y'all? Today I'm with my man Michael Taylor, operator of Chick-fil-A Henrietta.
So, man. Being able to have this platform and being able to employ people on a regular basis, that's something I take with pride. You know, it's a lot of responsibility. Being able to help groom and help talk with and mentor the next generation of leadership. I always say I'm not necessarily trying to create other Chick-fil-A operators. Now, if people want to become operators, that's cool. But I always say that my journey is very much, it's got a lot of trials and tribulations. So if I can help teach people that, then I can really help them grow.
Being a student is expensive enough, so I switched to a student checking account that pays me back for stuff I already do. The more I use my debit card, the more I can earn each month. I get my paycheck early. The best part is there are no annoying fees, so my money stays mine. Open a student checking account at Advantage Federal Credit Union and tell them Deshaun sent you. Use promo code Deshaun.
Hootie, congratulations on that state championship. What was the one key thing you and your team had throughout that entire season?
The one key thing that we had was staying composed and never getting ahead of ourselves. As a quarterback, what can you teach me about being a leader?
So, like you, I have a team, and it starts from the top. Everybody has the same common goal. Everybody needs to stay focused. I think most importantly, you got to trust each other.
My name is Cody Cunningham, and if you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, pass by and come in Cortez Auto.
Better experience, always a great price. Nobody beats Cortez.